Hey, what's going on? This is another episode of the Reporter Vlog. Turn me on the TV. Like I said, this is another episode of the Reporter Vlog for August 27th, 2024 on a Tuesday. Um, Today we're going to do a double dip of Jennifer Lopez. They, no, yeah, Jennifer Lopez. Well, alrighty. First story, double header of her today, dedicated to her today. Boy, I swear, it is unbelievable how this person right here got all the looks in the world, but this has a nightmare of a relationship history. I swear, but it goes to show you though, she's like I said one time, she's the perfect example of that looks don't mean a thing. She's the perfect one. Looks don't mean a thing. That same way with Halle Berry. Looks don't mean a thing. But let's get right into it. First one brought to you by CNN of all places. Um, Jennifer, Jennifer Affleck wants to legally be Jennifer Lopez again. It's this story is kind of I guess you could say got has some dust on it, but it still can be used because because of the last story, because the next story behind it. But let's get right into it. Okay. Confessing the name Jennifer Affleck never really caught on to Jennifer Lopez. As part of her divorce filing obtained by CNN, the singer and actress is requesting her name restored to Jennifer Lynn Lopez from Jennifer Lynn Affleck. Earlier this week, Lopez filed for divorce from Ben Affleck on what is coincided with the second anniversary of their Borough, Georgia set wedding ceremony in 2022. She listed the date of their separation, April 26, 2024, meaning that they were married for 1 year and 9 months before parting ways. The filing came after reports that the pair had been living on separate coasts over the summer, with Lopez celebrating her birthday at the end of July in the Brighton Dean party that did not appear to include Affleck among the attendees. In February, Lopez released The Greatest Love Story Never Told, the documentary which told the story of her independently produced album, This Is Me, Now, and her decades long quest for self love. In the film, Affleck has said he learned to compromise with Lopez about her desire to be more public about their private life. The divorce marks yet another turn in a love story between the two superstars that has played out in the spotlight over decades. Lopez and Affleck marriage came more than 20 years after their. Oh man, pop up ads. Just a minute. Lopez and Affleck's marriage came more than 20 years after they first met on the set of the comedy Julie, where they played the criminals stuck on a job together and struck up a real life friendship that later led to romance. They called off a planned wedding in '03 and got back together in 2021. Lopez cites irreconcilable differences, of course, as the cause of the divorce. Let's go take care of that one. Once again, another bomb in her relationship history. This time she breaks it off for a change with the guy. Uh, this, like I said, this lady is ultimate. Hmm, I don't even I don't even know what you can how you can describe her as far as the in the dating world. But man, but then somehow in this case she files a divorce. Um, and then somehow in this case, as always irreconcilable differences. You mean that after a year and 9 months, you could you finally realize it's irreconcilable differences after a year and 9 months. That's why it boggles the mind how if you're how in this case, yeah, how you can come to that conclusion after a year and 9 months. The man, but it's unbelievable. I swear, she just need to retire from finding the one in the worst way because uh, you pretty much went back to a guy that you didn't even have that pretty much you called off your wedding plans with, and for some apparent reason you went back to him because you thought it was going to be different. That's what it pretty much is. You thought it was going to be different, but if you broke it off the last time, why in the world do you think it's gonna be different this time? But man, uh, and this is Hollywood right here, where you would think somebody would have scoop. Where you think where you would think somebody that looks the way Lopez looks would finally break the drought. But like I said, she's the perfect example. Once again, that looks do not mean a thing. From Ja Rule to Ani Noah, to that choreographer she was with, from Mark Anthony, from Puff Daddy, a P Diddy, or whatever you want to call him, to now, from pretty much Ben Affleck twice. Hmm. Sometimes you gotta realize that it might be just you. It might be just you. Yeah, she would always go down, personally be one of my favorites. Uh, but uh, but if I had the chance to pop the question and get the marriage started, I don't think I would take it. Yeah, uh, uh, I don't think I would take it because anytime you got Halle Berry's pretty much the same way, pretty much the same way. And she's pretty much the guy she pretty much like now is pretty much she pretty much hid him. You know, you pretty much don't really know who he is. But I guess that's her. But I guess that's the best way to be. To dragging the guy into the spotlight. But J Lo, Man, man, and but it's all got on this one. Let's keep it moving. But like I said, it's something else. It really is. Somebody that fine is it has that much trouble. Somebody that fine has that much trouble for finding the one. Doesn't really add up. In some ways it does, but some ways it doesn't. But that's gonna do it for that one. Uh, let's go on to the next one. The World of Hollywood. All right, let's move on to the next one. Yeah, let me search down this other one. Okay, Jennifer Lopez has done what seemed inevitable. She filed for divorce this time. I guess you can say this is a backup story confirming what CNN reported. Um, pulls the trigger on divorcing Ben Affleck. No prenup, no settlement. Jennifer Lopez has done what seemed inevitable. She filed for the divorce from Ben Affleck. TMZ. First of all, this is brought to you by TMZ. An exclusive published on the 20th, 2024 of August at 3:36 p.m. Uh, Jennifer Lopez has done what seemed inevitable. Anyway, Jennifer Lopez has done what seemed inevitable. She filed for divorce from Ben Affleck. TMZ has learned, but there are major twists, including symbolism of when she's finally decided to do it. J Lo filed legal docs Tuesday at L.A. County Superior Court, but they were not filed by a lawyer. J Lo filed pro per, meaning by herself, without an attorney. She lists the date of separation on April 26, 2024. The couple got married in Las Vegas on July 16th, 2022. However, today, August 20th, is also very significant in the Bennifer's lore. This marks the second anniversary of the huge and more traditional wedding ceremony they held in Georgia, so it hardly seems like a coincidence. Then, didn't foul today. Now here's the real shocker. JLo does not say in her docs whether there's a prenup. Sources with knowledge tell TMZ there is indeed no prenuptial agreement. That would mean whatever earnings or profit Ben and JLo being made during their nearly 2 years of marriage is a community property. For instance, since they tied the knot, Ben starred in The Air and Hypnotic and produced The Instigators. He also just wrapped filming The Accountant 2, which I sure ain't gonna watch. Nope. A few days ago, there's for J-Lo during the marriage, he said, we had a shotgun wedding, the mother, this is me, down in the Atlas. What's shocking, what's shocking is J-Lo's fourth marriage, and being second. And you would think a prenup would be more than obvious. Apparently, they thought this was the forever marriage, but it didn't work out that way. Why did the docs therefore waive spousal support, and asking the judge to deny being such support as well? Since they did not have children together, there is no custody issues. For the final big twist, you would think everything had been bashed and hashed out money wise, but she filed. But our sources said that is not the case. TMZ broke the story. They put their marital home in Beverly Hills up for sale. Ben bought his own house in Brentwood, and she currently looking for a new house as well. As we reported, they have been trying to hash out a settlement for months. And our sources say that those talks are continuing, but they are becoming increasingly acrimonious, to the point at times they're not even speaking to each other. Whew. So they did. J-Lo decided to file while they're still battling over money. So did J-Lo decide to file while they're still battling over money? Well, even though it doesn't matter legally who files first in a no-fault state, sometimes PR concerns are involved when it comes to who files first. Yeah, like I said, no thanks. Fourth marriage. Fourth marriage. Mm, no thanks. I like Lava. She's hot, but no thanks. Winder. Mm. In this case, she filed a divorce. I guess she figures he wasn't happy. He decided to put him out of his misery. But being out of his misery, in other words. But that's gonna do it for this one. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna force one more story on it, in this episode. Make it a triple out. I might as well. Here we go. The goat's wife hates the name wifey and isn't afraid to admit it. Oh man, these people got a lot of money. I just let's get right into it. Jeez. Savannah James, wife of LeBron, of course, doesn't want LeBron calling her wifey ever. It's a story, by the way, brought to you by Vibe. Kind of, you can say it's kind of story done, been old as can be, been on my timeline. Published it on August 16th of 2024 at 7:38 p.m. by James R. Sanders. Okay. Savannah James doesn't like the term wifey and told her husband LeBron not to call her dada ever. The clip that makes its rounds on social media, the ultimate basketball wife who is infusing the term with style and grace has to be educated on the difference between side chick and sneaky link in their relationship to the wife. When asked what was the difference between side chick and sneaky link, was James quickly answered, nothing, nothing. When she turned to the other people in the room, asking young people, help us out, we're old. An unnamed person replied, the majority of the time your main girl knows about the side chick. And he replied to it's demonic out there out here. That's when she continues, I hate and loathe the term wifey. I had to politely tell my husband back in the day, you think you know, but you have no idea. The video stops at the point, but not before social media has their say. Plenty of people are already speculating that a debate is going to be sparked from James's thoughts. There is true difference between sneaky link and side chick. Should there be a difference? Is Savannah James doing too much by not wanting to be called wifey? Is wifey a term of endearment, not to be confused with the actual wife? Is there a difference between the wife and wife? No. That's a why. Oh man, that's the only difference between the term wifey and wife. A why. Like there's an alleged difference between the side chick and the sneaky link. Is there a difference between? I read that. Be sure to leave a comment with your thoughts. Oh man, basically a goofy story. uh, like I said, the only difference between a wifey and a and a wife is a why. Hey, you are that sensitive over a why added to you, or you are to LeBron James. That's why, boy. That's why if you are single, thank God for it. Like I said, these people have money. When money, when money don't cover up the personality, oh, I can get up. If you are, wow, all over a why, a single letter added to what the title of what you are to somebody, another person. And Seeking Link and the side chick, yeah, it's the same thing too, except it's different words. But whew, uh, wifey, Hey, what do you think you are to him? What do you think you are to him? Stranger? You rather him call you stranger? You rather him call you some of them words that them gangster rappers use to describe like their side chicks or their whatchamacallits? Man, if you but if for me to you, if your wife complains about the term wifey, man, you better run. You better, you better run. Shoot, that is no peace there. Cause everything's so serious. It's serious. Too serious. If you got a wife that complains about the term wifey, dang, you better run. You better run. Or she's gonna get you pretty much got a person that's gonna give you the blues. You can't get around with them because it's so serious. Wifey. I don't know if this is fake news, but hey, Vibe is legit. It's a legit magazine. But man, what do you think? Is this a soft version, another version of what you are to LeBron James or any wife? Whew. If this is the what happens, man, the wonder LeBron plays basketball to get out of the house. Jeez, I would too. If you got a wife, like I say, if you got a wife that that's politely uh, nags about you calling her wifey, yeah, you should thank God you got the ability to leave the house and play basketball. Or you should thank God you get to leave the house and to play basketball. Man, you can have it. You can have it. Yeah, you can sit. Yeah, you're too serious. It sums up his story. She's too serious. If you got a problem with somebody calling you wifey, I mean, there are a lot of more nastier names out there to call you, but you got a problem with your with a person that is not a stranger calling you wifey. Oh man, have fun. Yeah, that's, that's, uh, that's no difference between side chick and sneaky link. They're both the same thing. Both the same thing. But you're not one of them. He's pretty much calling you what you are to him. But you got a problem with the one word why being added on to what you are to LeBron. You got a problem. Oh man. With one simple word being added on to what you are. It let you know how what type of person is inside the house. Oh, very serious person. They don't like to at least joke around a little bit. It's very tight. Yeah, she's doing too much. to read this little line in his article. Doing too much. That's too much. Because anytime you start, like I say, complaining over a word, one word, why? One word. Yeah, you can have fun. Have it. God bless you, LeBron. You're going to need it. You need it. 'Cause this says a lot right here. You might be the only one that to ever complain about one word. And you might be the only wife to ever really admit to this. You might be one of them. Might be the only one. It's sensitive, this sensitive about one word added on to what you to a title, or the a thing that to what you are, pretty much. You might be the only lady to be this sensitive about that term. Why? Man, wow. But that's all I got for this one. I can't add no more. Take away from this. So it pretty much lets you know. Well, if you see these, if you read about these stars and things about the, like LeBron and his wife and the Jameses, are Jennifer Lopez and her nightmare of a relationship history, it lets you know that you ain't missing a thing. It lets you know you did pretty much just come to a conclusion. Uh, uh, it takes you to get at a certain age. You just come to a conclusion. Reading about these stars and like Jennifer Lopez and the Jameses, that it lets you know, like I said, that you're not missing a thing. Wifey, why? Yeah, and that says a lot right there. It let you know why y'all getting married to her. But hey, it's James's life. God bless you. I'm gone. There's another episode of the reporter vlog for August 27th, 2024 on a Tuesday. Y'all have a good one. I'm gone.